After the conquest of Istanbul, Mehmed the Conqueror did not stop. In his mind, there was a single grand objective: to leave no land south of the Danube and west of the Taurus Mountains, where the Ottoman banner did not fly, to turn the Black Sea and the Aegean into Turkish seas, to make the navy stronger than Venice's, and to rise as the greatest power at sea, just as the Ottoman army already was on land. And once all of this was achieved, the next target would be Italy. This was no longer a secret plan. Mehmed's ambition was being spoken of throughout the world. It unsettled not only Europe, but even the Muslim and Turkish neighbors of the Ottoman state. That fear gave birth to one of the greatest alliances in history. On April 3rd, 1463, Mehmed the Conqueror ignited a great war that would last 16 years. On July 28th, Venice declared war on the Ottoman Empire, followed by Hungary on September 30th. Then came Germany, Poland, Castile, Aragon, Naples, and many others. In total, 20 states united against the Ottomans. The Ottoman Empire stood alone against this vast coalition. While Mehmed struggled against this alliance in the west, a new power was rapidly rising in the east: the Aq Qoyunlu State under its ruler, Uzun Hasan. Uzun Hasan had defeated the Kara Koyunlu ruler, Jahan Shah, and the Timurid ruler, Abu Sa'id Mirza, expanding his lands from the Euphrates to Transoxiana. These victories filled him with immense confidence. His gaze now turned toward the most powerful state in the world, the Ottoman Empire. He secretly established contact with Venice, and together with the Karamanids, planned to squeeze the Ottomans from both east and west. In the summer of 1470, Mehmed the Conqueror captured the island of Euboea with his land and naval forces. With this conquest, Venice's strongest base in the Aegean fell, and Venetian dominance in those waters came to an end. Europe was beginning to realize that it could not contend with the Ottomans. Uzun Hasan, however, refused to retreat. Through an envoy sent to Venice, he openly declared his intention, saying, "Let Rumelia be yours, Anatolia mine." War was now inevitable. Mehmed the Conqueror first had to eliminate the threat in Anatolia. A campaign was launched against Karaman. Grand Vizier Mahmud Pasha was dispatched, Pir Ahmed was defeated, and the lands of Karaman were brought under the Ottoman banner. The province was entrusted to Mehmed's son, Prince Mustafa. Pir Ahmed and his brother fled to Uzun Hasan. In response, Uzun Hasan launched a sudden raid on Tokat, burning villages and plundering Ottoman lands. Mehmed the Conqueror acted immediately. He ordered Prince Mustafa to reposition and sent the Anatolian Beylerbey, Davud Pasha, to join him. Prince Mustafa soon confronted the Aq Qoyunlu forces. In a fierce battle, the Aq Qoyunlu commander Mirza Yusuf suffered a crushing defeat and was captured along with his leading men. Thus, the Ottoman lands were secured once more. Yet Uzun Hasan had not unleashed his main assault. He prepared a larger and more formidable Turkmen cavalry army. At the same time, he informed Venice that he was marching against the Ottomans and requested that Istanbul be besieged from the sea. Mehmed the Conqueror advanced eastward with his Anatolian and Rumelian forces. The two armies met between Turkan and Erzincan, on a plain divided by the Euphrates River. On the Ottoman right wing stood Prince Bayezid, on the left Prince Mustafa, while Mehmed the Conqueror himself commanded the center. The Aq Qoyunlu army was large, but irregular. Uzun Hasan aimed to break the Ottoman ranks with light cavalry and spearmen. Mehmed, however, was determined to use the cannons that had proven decisive during the conquest of Istanbul in this pitched battle as well. The battle began with an attack led by Uzun Hasan's son, Zainal Mirza. Aq Qoyunlu cavalry charged down from the hills against Prince Mustafa's forces. The armored Ottoman Azebs resisted with remarkable discipline. Fighting was intense and brutal. In the chaos, Zainal Mirza fell from his horse and was surrounded by Ottoman soldiers. An Azeb named Kılıççı Ahmet killed him and raised his severed head aloft. The sight shattered the morale of the Aq Qoyunlu troops. At the same time, the Ottoman right wing under Prince Bayezid advanced and crushed the Aq Qoyunlu left wing. Both flanks collapsed in quick succession. When Uzun Hasan learned of his son's death, he was overwhelmed and withdrew from the battlefield. With his retreat, the central Aq Qoyunlu forces disintegrated. The battle ended in a decisive Ottoman victory. After the victory, Mehmed the Conqueror did not pursue the Aq Qoyunlu troops. They were Turks and Muslims, and he saw no honor in destroying them. Our aim was not destruction, but to give a lesson, he declared. In his view, laying waste to Muslim lands was not service to Islam. With this victory, the hopes of the crusading powers collapsed completely. Venice, Germany, and Hungary. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more historical documentaries.